Hi, I'm Father David. Merry Christmas almost. We talk about how we serve the poor, about 5 million people, every year, and we serve them every day. There's something else that happens in Franciscan communities around the world every day, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. I want to talk about first the Franciscan vision of faith, which we call the Incarnation. And as you know, the Incarnation is when God became human in Jesus Christ. This was not a backup plan for sin, but this was the greatest expression of love ever imagined. This is a Franciscan view of God's love for us. St. Francis and Blessed John Duns Scotus believed that even if Adam had never sinned, God would still have come among us because God loves us so much by his very nature that he wants to be close to us. God loves us so much that he became a part of us. As Franciscans, we believe that God's desire to share our humanity is not driven by our failure or our sin, but by his joy in us. The Incarnation is not simply God's solution to sin. It is a revelation of God's deepest desire. This is God's deepest desire. Before the first sunrise, before the first fall, God willed to be close to us. The Word became flesh, not only to redeem, but to rejoice, to walk our roads, touch our tears, and laugh our laughter. Creation itself was always meant to lead to this divine embrace, this hug from God, this God with us, Emmanuel, not as a rescuer from some disaster, but as a companion in love. This is our companion in love. Now, how different this vision is from the idea of a God who comes only because something goes wrong. The Franciscan understanding reminds us that God's plan for us has always been one of joy and intimacy. The Word became flesh, not to fix what was broken, but to complete what has begun, to unite heaven and earth in a bond of friendship and love. The Incarnation is at the very center of creation. It's not a repair project. When we look at the world through Franciscan eyes, we see everything is changed because of God's presence. Everything is made through and with and for Jesus Christ. The animals, the rivers, the stars, every human face, all were created with the same intention, that God might dwell among us and that we might recognize ourselves as loved unconditionally by God. The Franciscan heart sees Christmas not as a remedy, not as some sort of medicine, but as the fulfillment of a dream older than time itself. God is so in love with his creation that God could not remain separate. And so even in a world that stumbles, we can trust love would still have come to us. The Franciscans always remember the Incarnation, always remember that God would still have come, no matter what, by putting up the nativity scene and leaving it up all year long. This nativity scene reminds us that God has come to us and would have come to us no matter what, that God loves us so much that he wants to be a part of each of our lives. This particular nativity set is from Fulda, Germany. This set was carved out of one piece of wood. And you can see it was carved by the older friars from the Fulda province. And you can see the beautiful figures. And back in here, you can see the figure of a Franciscan friar looking over the fence into the infant Jesus. It's a magnificent piece here of Mary, the infant, and Joseph. You see the friar and the shepherds in the back. It's a magnificent piece that comes from one piece of wood. But the piece isn't just a magnificent piece of art. This piece reminds each and every one of us, no matter what, God loves us so much, he wanted to become part of us. It didn't matter about Adam's sin or not. It only matters that God loves us unconditionally and would still have come no matter what. Merry Christmas. Happy Incarnation. Never forget, God loves you and me unconditionally. God bless.
Jose Feliciano, a Puerto Rican singer, many years ago came out with a beautiful song for Christmas. And we wanted to say it here to you.
Dos, tres.
Feliz Navidad, da, 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 da. Feliz Navidad, da, 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 da. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Feliz Navidad, la 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 la.
Feliz Navidad, la 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 la. Ay, ay, ay.
Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.